guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the mid-monthly reading for the month of November 2018. For the mid-monthly, I do 2 3-card spreads. Okay, so one is focusing on the area of career and finance. For that, I use the Gilded Tarot deck by Sarah Marchetti, and I also pull an additional oracle card from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck by Doreen. The other spread is focusing on love, relationships, and I use the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck by Lo Scarabeo, and I also pull an additional oracle card from the Romance Angels deck by Doreen. If I need to clarify anything, I have my Zillich Tarot deck to clarify. But, do remember, like I usually say, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested in doing that, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. I also encourage you to watch not just your sun sign video, but also your moon and rising sign, right? Some months, the messages in one video might not resonate as well. Maybe they will, in the other, or by listening to all 3 of them together, you get a more complete overview of what's coming up for you at this midpoint in the month. All right, I will stop for now, and I will see each of the signs in 1 second for the reading. Hi Aries, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading. As you can see, I've already shuffled off camera and have laid the spreads to save a little bit of time. So let's jump into it. So beginning with your career and finance reading, you have in the past position the 6 of Cups, followed by the Knight of Pentacles, and the outbound energy is the 8 of Wands. The card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, you have Major Arcana, the Fool. This is the 0 of the Major Arcana, and it's interesting because you have the Fool in this part of the reading, and then you have the World, which is, the ending of a cycle, and then it's new beginning in the love and relationship. So we'll see how this all plays out in a second. And your Life Purpose card is Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. And I will, I'll read the full description of that card in a second. But, just an overall sort of impression of the messages coming through for career and finance. I mean, for some of you, there could be a new beginning, a new job offer, a new way for you to make money. It could possibly be linked to somebody from your past, somewhere where you used to live, somebody, that you used to know. This could have to do with, a new opportunity that is somehow related to, what you always wanted to do, like thinking back to when you were a child, that childhood dream of doing a particular thing now, and then an opportunity coming in. And, there could be quite quick, this news could be quite quick coming in, or you might have to move quickly on it. There might be some type of, deadline, like a time restriction, so you have to act quickly. And then new beginnings. And this is a significant new beginning with the Fool card as the overall energy, because it's a Major Arcana, so, lots of divine orchestration at play with the Fool card as the overall energy. And it speaks of brand new, exciting opportunities, right? New cycles in our life. And this usually requires kind of a leap of faith, It requires for us to really trust in this new opportunity, trust in the universe, and, step off the ledge here, take that leap of faith, because it is, we are being divinely guided here. And, the Fool is at the beginning of a brand new journey. The Fool begins his journey. He moves through, all of the lessons and, kind of goes through all of the Major Arcanas until reaching the World card, which is, number 21 of the Major Arcana. So this is like a brand new beginning, could be a completely like different path for you as far as career goes. So, and this could have to do with, again, something from the past, or, somebody that you used to know in some way. Because the Six of Cups sitting here as the, sorry, I'm just going back, one other message here for the Fool card. It can also have to do with, like this new opportunity being one that might be slightly unconventional, right? And so, and again, this could have something to do with something you've always wished to do, right? As a career, or as a job. And so there's this, again, need to take a leap of faith. But going to the Six of Cups, the Suit of Cups itself deals with our feelings, emotions, relationships, and within a career reading, it's about, that doing something that really fills us with joy, performing a particular job, or having a job that really fills us with happiness, with joy. And again, this can be thinking back to the past, thinking back on a past job that you have, could be some type of choice, right? Choosing possibly even how the past affects our present. So, if there was a particular way that you used to think about this job or this career in the past, there could be some type of connection with that. There could be a memory as well. Thinking back on maybe a job that you used to do, and now you're thinking about going back to doing that particular job. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles bringing in, this new opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles, out of all the knights, he's the slowest moving because it's earth energy. And so, earth energy is very stable. It's grounded energy. And he is the slow and steady wins the race type of energy. He's very determined. He doesn't stop until he reaches, whatever his end goal is. So he is slow moving, but even so, even though he is the slowest of the knights ultimately, they are the go-getters in the tarot. They're the ones who, they go off on quests, they bring back things, they bring back, offerings, or, they go out in search of something and then bring it back. So even though he is slower moving, he's very sure of himself, and he's also very good at reaching his end goal. So keeping his eye on the prize. But again, could be a new opportunity coming in here, or news of a new opportunity. With it being Suit of Pentacles, Pentacles deals with like the tangible, tangible things in the day-to-day, this earthly realm in which we live. And so we associate it with the money we earn, the work we do, our homes, families, resources, financial prosperity. So, something, a new way of making money, or a new way for, or a different income stream coming in here, or this brand new opportunity, possibly, in some way linked to the past, or people from your past. And then we have this extremely fast energy of the Eight of Wands coming in towards the end of the month. And the Eight of Wands, it speaks of changes in the air. And so we have really, we have the Fool, which is all about change and new beginnings. We have the Eight of Wands, which is change coming in very quickly. And it's like changes in the air for you, right, as you head out of the month. So whatever this opportunity is, I feel that you are being guided to take this leap of faith and to, really embrace this new opportunity. The Eight of Wands can also represent travel by air, travel across seas, so like international travel. It can also have to do with like that quick back and forth communication, so emailing, text messaging. If this is to do with the new opportunity, this can be the going back and forth, setting up interviews, right? Receiving news that you're being called back, receiving news that you're successful, that the job's yours. So, it's about waiting for an outcome, but like you won't have to wait very long because there's news coming in. And this is, once this energy does come in, it sort of things are set into motion. And once they're set into motion, it's like they're really going to just, all of a sudden progress, and boom, we have the new beginning here. Let me take a look at the life purpose card. Oh, I found it. Here we go. It's healer. And it says, this card validates what you have always known. You are a healer. While each person possesses this gift, some, like you, have refined and polished their abilities. The divine love and light within every sentient being can be directed and amplified to benefit others, and you have learned how to do so through many lifetimes devoted to healing work. You've been conducting this work for most of your present life, and others are naturally drawn to you for help. You're compassionate, intuitive, and sensitive. For this reason, you can build up confidence in your healing abilities by trusting your feelings and intuitive ideas. You can also feel more assured as a healer by taking classes related to your interests, even if they are an eclectic mix of subjects. As a healer, you will need to take exceptional care of yourself emotionally and physically to withstand the intense energetic demand of caring for others. Follow your intuitive guidance as to diet, exercise, and lifestyle, and practice healthy boundaries with other people. Remember that the greatest healers know when to take rest and also how to balance giving with receiving. By practicing a healthy lifestyle yourself, you become an inspiring role model and ensure your longevity in the healing profession. Okay, so there could be, maybe this healing, this healer life purpose card. It could have something to do with, again, going back to when you're a child, something you've always wanted to get into, and there might be this opportunity, coming in more towards the end of the month. So, with this coming in as the outbound energy, these changes might actually sort of flow into the month of December. We know that time is very fluid. So, you have the energy surrounding you definitely for change and new beginnings, but it could, be more sort of in the month of December that these things actually, you actually start to see them, right? Or they really start to manifest. Now, switching gears to take a look at your love and relationships, you have in the past position the Six of Swords, followed by the Four of Wands. This card has been coming out a lot for all of the signs. And the outbound energy, you have Major Arcana number 21, the World. And from the bottom of the deck, we have Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. And your Romance Angels card is Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So, starting off with, or just sort of overview here of your reading, we have 2 minor arcanas, 2 major arcanas, which is, significant, half of the reading made up of major arcanas. And you have, probably the most positive card of the major arcanas. The Sun card is the overall energy for the next 2 weeks. And then you have as the outbound energy, the World, which is a completion, culmination. It's like an ending, and a very significant ending to, a chapter in your life, to, it can be, a relationship, but this is more like closing out sort of a phase within something, but it's a long phase. It's usually a significant and important phase. But it begins, here as you head sort of middle of the month, heading into the last 2 weeks. There's a Six of Swords energy. And, swords is the suit of the mind. It deals with our thoughts. It's the suit of the intellect. It's where we come up with our ideas. It's also how we get those ideas across to other people, right? So communication as well, very important with the suit of air. And the Six of Swords is one of the 2 transition cards in the tarot. And, it usually represents like transitioning out of one situation into another, okay? And usually we think of, what you're transitioning out of is more difficult energy, more turbulent waters, and then heading into calmer waters. And I always find the Six of Swords in this deck interesting because in the traditional tarot, it shows a woman sitting in a boat, and she's being rowed away, the woman and her child. She's being rowed away. She's not actually doing the rowing, right? But here, it's like the man has had enough, right? And he is actually pushing his own rowboat out into the water. He is getting away from these swords which seem to be coming after him. And it's like he's making the, or taking the initiative, or making this move to either physically move away or move on, or, just mentally move on. The Six of Swords, it is a transition card, but it can represent like transitioning mentally, so mentally leaving something behind, something in the past, and moving on to, a better situation. Or it can be physically moving and moving away from, a difficult situation. This can be a relationship. So for some of you, there could, well, I'm getting a couple of different messages. For some of you, there could be, within a relationship, it's like you've had sort of a rocky past within the relationship, but then it's like, you're leaving that behind, and the relationship is heading into calmer waters now, because the rest of the cards in your reading, they do speak of great happiness and joy and fulfillment and success. And, so it's like you're leaving that phase of your relationship behind. For others, this could be, you have been, or transitioning. If this hasn't already happened in its entirety, you have been working on this. You have been transitioning out of a relationship, right? Whether this is physically moving out, moving away, or just mentally leaving behind a relationship that no longer serves you, and just moving forward, with the hope and with the sort of the understanding, or at least you hope that there will be this better, whatever's coming in will be better for you. So it can kind of go both ways. In this particular deck, the map, or this card, is called the Sea Voyage. And it speaks of, like leaving for distant shores, right? Transferring to a different or an unknown location, which we also had. And I feel that, both of these readings, they are kind of connected. I feel a lot of the energies here, and especially with, outbound energy, we have the World, we do the Fool card. And I feel that for some of you, what's going on within your career sector, if it isn't your own, maybe this is, your partner's, it could be, significantly impacting your relationship, which could be why this Children card appeared here as well, because we have at the center of the reading the Four of Wands, which this card can represent, it's like the happy home and family card. It can represent moving home, moving in together. This can also, sometimes the card appears when there's a lot of work going on around the home. So, working on doing home improvements, renovations, getting the home, if it's been on sort of a little rundown, or, just really taking time to put a lot of effort into the home. Can also be a focus on family. And this sits at the center of the reading. So there could be a specific focus on the home and family, right? It's also, in the traditional tarot, the four, it has like the 2 wands on one side of the couple and 2 on the other. So it's like the 11-11, the soulmate, this twin flame type of energy. It can also be marriage. So with so many people watching, obviously, the messages are going to be different for sort of everybody. But I would say that, with the Four of Wands sitting at the center of the reading, I mean, there's a definite focus on like family, home, and possibly, this move for some of you, this move that's going to affect your family, possibly, having to move home here. And this is also a card of success, it's deserved success and joy and happiness and celebration. This World card, this Four of Wands card. I was staring at the World, and it's followed by the World card. And the World, it is a significant ending. This is closing out a chapter in your life. This is a major arcana. So, usually one of these cycles, one of these chapters is quite long, right? So you could be leaving behind, if you've lived in this, this one place for quite a while, you could be, leaving that behind as you move into whatever this, new home situation is, this new living situation, this new job situation. And it is, this is also a card that speaks of completion, and success, reaching a goal. And then that's kind of, echoed with the Sun card as the overall energy, because the Sun card, it is a card that speaks of, great success and good health and harmony. And, it's like all is right in the world. The sun comes in to shine its light on a situation, to enlighten us. It's also, think what the sun does. We go out into the sun makes things grow, right? It enables flowers to bloom. It's just a very healing, it's a healing energy. It's also a very it's very warm and loving energy as well. But it's, more than anything, it's a card of great abundance and success. Let me take a look. Let me find my guidebook for the no, I can't find it. Oh, wait, I see it. Sorry, I put it down on the table here. For the children card, and it says, the romance angel sent you this card because children are a significant factor in your love life. Either you want them, or you or your partner have kids who are influencing your love life. This is a factor to consider when you desire to improve your romantic future. The angels honor and support all expressions of love, and they are willing and able to help you with any issue concerning children. In addition, this card can signify that your or your partner's inner child is affecting your relationship. This may mean that there's a need for playfulness or a light-hearted spirit, or it could signal that it's time to heal a childhood emotional wound. The loving nature of your inner child and children in general is supportive of healing work, especially when its intention is to bring in more love. And you see, I was picking up that there's definitely connections. We have the childhood was in the past here. We have the healer card over here with healing. The sun, I just mentioned, it is also a healing energy. So that could be, for some of you, this transitioning, this leaving behind, and it sits beneath this Six of Cups here. So that could be, for some of you, a need to leave behind or work on, things from your childhood or your partner's childhood that might be affecting in some way your relationship. And you have a lot of very healing and positive energy here, right? With the sun, we have the world. This is a card of success. So it's like, and the same goes for the top spread. We have new things coming in. This is, very fast changes and new beginnings. So the entire spread is very positive. But there could be, with the healer and the children, there could be, for some of you, a need to work on or to heal either things from your childhood, or something to do with children. And, with family, this family card sitting at the center of the reading, it can also be marriage, right? This Four of Wands, it can be the marriage card, celebration, but definite focus on that. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. Just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.